What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How's everybody doing out there in fish tank land? How are you guys doing? Amber?
Hello. Sorry, trying to find the chat.
We are in the hotel room. We're chilling out. It's kind of crazy, kind of exciting. There's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff. And I blame Amber for everything. Because this is all pretty much her stuff. She escaped this tank yesterday. And there's a lot of tanks in here. But we're going to go and look at everything. Just going to check out the chat here and see what everybody's doing. It's a little, we got the lighting is what we got. It is what it is. This is a nice little tank. The light's kind of bright. It's blocking up here at the top, but it looks good still. Well, I'm gonna take the camera up closer so you guys can see that. But let's see who's in the chat. Who's in the chat?
We have Melvin, QSA, the Zen Ginger. We have Caleb, Noob Fobu, Matthew Moore, Susan from SLC. Good number of people.
Matthew Moore, what's up, man? Caleb was in here early. My dad was in here at in the very beginning. He was actually first, but it got timed out. I did see that though, like hours ago. Susan from SLC Aquatics, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I saw your stream earlier. That was awesome.
Night, Susan. She said it's late here. Night, guys.
It is late. It's a late stream because we were trying to set some stuff up. Amber was setting some stuff up. She's working. She's trying to spawn some wild betta fish right now, and I think it's already started. Really, we've been trying to keep. Just before the stream, we had all the lights off in this place. We were hiding back by the front door, like 10 to 15 feet away, and all the lights off with the cameras rolling, just trying to film it and trying not to disturb them at all, so that they can do their thing. And then we left real quick to get some food, and when we came back. They were totally had been tied up with each other. It was definitely going on, and we didn't even have the camera set up and rolling. But so they're definitely into each other. They're pretty much a proven spawning pair. Or have they bred together before?
No, but actually, when they were being judged for the competition, they were trying to spawn. So I think with the right environment, which they have now, they're probably going to. Palafina are a little bit. From what I've heard, Palafina are a little bit more male shy when it comes to spawning. They need to have a lot of cover on the bottom or they're not going to go. I don't really know too much about spawning them because as of right now, only 2 other people have confirmed to have bred them in the U.S. There isn't really a ton of info on them. So, fingers crossed.
So I feel like I have to introduce you, but I don't feel like I have to introduce you. I think a lot of people in here know who you are. But if you don't know who Amber is, Amber from Big City Bettas, I feel like I have to do that because there might be a few people in here that don't know who you are. But you work mostly with wild betta fish, right?
Well, I
mean, mostly. That's the majority of what you're keeping right now.
Yes, it's the majority of what I'm keeping, but I still am always going to work my domestics. As of right now, I think it's pretty safe to say that I'm kind of obsessed with wilds. I have 58 pairs working for me right now. I have altogether, 58 species, not actually total pairs. I have multiple pairs of some species. I have 62 altogether. Counting, oh no, I don't. I have 64. Because the gladiators and the Palafina make 60. That's exciting.
64. Oh, now because of this.
Yeah. Now I'm up to 64 species. And if they... Oh, shoot. Look. I'm sorry. They're...
So we're going to we're just chilling out for a minute. I was going to try to let some people get into the chat. I can't even see how many people are here. But thank you guys all for hanging out. I can see the chat because I've got the laptop here. I'm actually getting better service and better quality streaming from my phone with a Rode mic connected to it. I haven't heard any complaints about the audio. I hope the audio is good. I kind of did a test. I thought it was working good. So my laptop is kind of garbage, but I can at least see the chat, so that's cool. But if you guys have any questions about betta fish, wild betta fish, anything about the aquatic experience or even Aquashella, because we were both at both of those events. But in a little bit here, we're going to go ahead and go around the room. On the other side of this camera is a conference table covered in totes, plastic totes, with lots of different fishes. So we're gonna go through that, and plants as well. There's a lot of different plants. I don't even know if I can name all the species.
There's even a small tree in the room. Somebody gave me a tree.
A tree, and all. This is all her fault. I don't even know if I want to get into that, but it's everywhere. It's yeah.
It's fantastic. I'm getting my face for that.
Hello, Dad. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I think I have all live chat here, so I'm catching everything.
There was a question. Oh no, it wasn't a question. Noob Fobu said Amber's prepared for everything. Fish-wise, yes. Yeah.
You were missing some. You didn't bring medications, really. Not too many meds, though.
We were at an expo.
Well, and there's a Petco down the street or something like that. I brought
salt.
You brought salt.
Okay. I mean, well, no. When I'm traveling, I'm not going to medicate anything other than a domestic Betta because they're already going to have a compromised immune system. I don't want to screw with them, you know?
Okay.
Depending on the fish, it might need heat, sponge filter, like aeration.
Right.
Pothos. No, I'm a collector.
Candy found out.
I'm a collector.
How did she find out about that? I guess the rumor got out. Yeah, well.
Well, she's in a lot of chats, and I've said that I've been collecting them.
You have? Oh.
Yeah.
You just, well.
Admit to it? Yes. It's helping the plants. It's trimming them back. They're going to branch out and be even more beautiful in a month because of my efforts. See?
Well, come on, Petco. I mean, you know what I got from Petco? I'll show you what I got from Petco. It was really funny, and it was free.
So weird.
I should have made a video about it all by itself if I was just trying to do that right now. But
I can honestly say that's the weirdest
request.
Thing. Yeah. That's also the weirdest thing anyone I've ever gone to a pet store with has walked out the door.
No, but what I have to say is I actually have to say that I felt like the Petco racks were really clean. The fish looked pretty healthy for that kind of a store. I was really actually impressed, and at the same time, what was nice, it kind of reminded me of like how my fish room would be, whereas the overflows for each of the individual tanks had mosses, and it was like 2 or 3 different species of mosses that I was seeing on the overflows. So it was like they weren't really messing with each other, letting things I felt like the system was kind of clean, but yet natural, and kind of like had stuff going on that was it was like, to me, having mosses there is almost, in a way, it's healthy. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. But
did you see the Bettas?
I pointed them out. Wait a minute. Okay, we'll talk about the
Bettas.
Bettas. We'll talk about the Bettas.
Do you know how many things I diagnosed in those cups?
Okay, let me finish. So in the end, there was these cool mosses growing on the overflows, and I asked the lady there that was handling that department if she had some tongs, some stainless steel tongs, and if I could have that stuff first off, and she was like, yeah, cool, yeah, whatever, and I was so happy. But she hooked me up with a little plastic tub, and she let me have the tongs, and I went in there and pulled off gently a whole bunch of these little pieces, and they'll go into my paludarium.
Poked right around in their tanks.
But she was cool. That's what I got from Petco, and it was free. And I have to say that it did look good, though. I mean, I can't say that it was like really scary to me. I didn't see the Bettas. I wasn't going to go over there because I didn't want her to go over there.
Velvet, fin rot, it was sad.
I prefer to just try to keep her from looking at stuff like that.
It was gross. Why? Somebody needs to look at it and care.
Yes, that's true. Mark, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Maria, what is up? Susie, how are you?
Susie, it was so much fun to hang out with you and Liz. They are so fun. They really are.
Let's see.
And Cassie, I know she's not in here, but it was lovely to meet Cassie from Cassie's Critters. She was really sweet. There were a lot of really cool people.
Oh, watch out. So let's see. First off, there was a couple of things we can talk about. We can talk about the aquatic experience real quick, though. Just so there was basically, it was really awesome. There wasn't as many content creators as I was hoping there would be there. But we all still had a really good time and got to hang out and had some really nice dinners.
There was some really bad dinners.
We had some really bad dinners with some really cool people. I have to say So we made the best of it. We laughed. We had a good time. But the service and the food and the whole experience, and we won't say the name of the place. It is a commercial chain. We'll just be nice about that. But it was really bad enough that I'd like to call the corporate office about it or something.
Oh, see, you call the corporate office, I just throw my napkin down on the table and
She
go
went
to
into
the kitchen.
she went into the kitchen.
And I got results. The food came out.
It wasn't any better though, which was sad. My food came out on a dirty plate with dried pieces of cheese on it, and my dish didn't have cheese without ingredients in the dish that I ordered. So it was, and you could see from the light shining off the plate that it was like a dirty plate. Yeah. And she noticed it. I didn't even see it because I was right above it, so I didn't see the reflection of the light to see that the plate was truly not a clean plate to start with. Anyways, it was unfortunate, but we had some really good times, some really good dinners. There was a whole bunch of competitions, you know, the traditional competitions they do every year, the annual stuff. So the shrimp competition, which was really awesome. There's rumors that there was some shrimp stolen. I believe that is true. Yes, I was there when there was people talking.
See, I didn't hear
the final part about that, but it was only only one tank. It was only one incident, as far as I know, of that happening. In the end, got roped into pretty much. I was like one of the only 2 people taking photographs of the whole award ceremony of it. So I feel like of the award ceremony for the shrimp competition. So I feel like I really need to get those pictures out or get them to these guys, because I was standing there in front of the whole thing, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm one of the only 2 people actually taking these pictures. I gotta get them, share them out. But anyway, so the shrimp competition was awesome.
The Betta.
That's what
The IBC had one of the largest, actual competition shows that they've had in years. There were some wonderful people there. Oh my gosh. I mean, there was...
How many betas were there to start with in the competition, do you know?
I don't know, but I could take a pretty educated guess. You can fit 8 beanies per show.
It was a lot.
There was probably 200, 300.
Yeah.
Bettas, at least. There were some true giant bettas, which were insane to see in person. I mean, I got to see one that the girls had at their booth last year, but this year they had one about this big, just the body, 4 months old. I found out something very, very exciting while we were there. There is a undocumented species of bettas that recently hit the collector market, which is where I get my wilds from, is directly from the collectors in those countries. And there was a pair there, and someone actually confirmed for me that they had yet to be spawned in captivity, when in actuality, my pair spawned about 6 weeks ago. So I'm the first person ever to have spawned these guys in captivity. And I'm really, really excited to get in touch with CARES, because I filmed the entire thing. So not only did I do it, but I documented it, and that's ridiculous.
Congratulations.
So, yeah.
No, that's a big deal.
These guys will be the...
But that technically kind of puts you in a position to name them or anything, you know? You shouldn't talk about that stuff.
But the pair that's over there that just finished a wrap, that will be... Oh, I'm so excited. I can't even words. Those...
Let me answer... Well, oh no, go ahead.
I'll be the third person in the U.S. to have bred them. We're breeding them in a friggin' hotel room on the TV stand because
I made a joke the other day at dinner and everybody ran with it. No, we won't go with that.
No, please don't.
But this is definitely making
history.
It's science and history. It's important recorded information. Really, it's
beyond. Also, can you imagine if housekeeping came in and realized that I removed the TV for a 10-gallon aquarium and a bunch of pothos?
But that brings... Anthony was asking what's in this aquarium. It's pretty... It's not heavily planted, but it's well planted in a good way.
It's not planted. I just put them in there.
It's planted. Anyways, so there's it's a planted aquarium. It has a samurai soil from Carib Sea at the bottom, and then it's got some other different a mixture. So you scape this tank. So because they can't see what's in it, but we're going to get close. Actually, let's just get closer here, and you can explain how you scaped it when I bring the camera closer. So we're going to move around.
How I scaped it. Hang on. Because you keep saying I scaped it, but I just went like, okay, so I need to...
She doesn't think she scaped it, but she scaped it as far as she planted it, and she thought about it when she planted it. It's a scape. She just thinks she just set up a tank. If it's going to be
up, it needs to look pretty.
I consider that escaping. You did aqua landscaping.
I've met Lizzie.
Okay, there's a
Jimmy.
Okay.
Sashimi Whiskey's girlfriend. I just need to say, Lizzie Block put a tank into what was it? The ACA? No, the AGA competition.
Yep.
This weekend, and it was amazing. All of the tanks really that I saw were absolutely beautiful. Great Eater and Chance.
But this is aquatic gardening. This is it's escape. Anyways, we're gonna get closer with the camera so you guys can see everything that's in there. But just so to answer really quick though, Anthony's question, there's it's planted with I don't know. There's probably 6, 8 different species of plants in there, but there is a golden bee shrimp in there, Caridina shrimp, and you got what about 50 of those?
No,
50.
I recounted 75 because a couple bags.
Okay, 75 golden bee shrimp, but we only have about 10
Edgar.
or 20 are in here.
Oh, it's
the
a shame they can't see. He made his.
We're gonna get closer to it, but there's like 10 or 20 in here, and then the rest are still in bags because they are better off in the bags and not being messed with. That's for sure.
And I've already picked my favorite.
Caleb's gotta go. What happened? Good night. Have to go. Caleb, you have a good night. I hope to see you later. I hope watch the replay if you got to, but there's gonna be some really cool stuff to show off here in a little bit. I don't want to get you in trouble though. Go to bed. Go to school.
And then what I was saying is I've already picked my favorite, and his name is Edgar. He's the biggest, oldest looking male, and he's very emotional. He's not sure that he likes this tank, but it's all gonna be okay.
Where are we at? We're already 23 minutes in it. What are we doing sitting here in front of this
I don't know. Bring them over
right.
to see the shrimps. Oh, see? Now he went away.
All right. This is it. See, I'm so bad. I have to say thank you to the 31 people that stuck around while we were sitting at the couch. I'm going to show you this stuff off. I didn't realize we were sitting around so long.
Well, it started with only a couple people, so it's fine. It gave people a chance to file in.
So there is some golden bee shrimp in here. Some of them in the front, down at the bottom. And you escape this, so you're not. I know you don't want to call it escaping, but you set up this tank. If that makes you feel any better. It was a escape tank done by Grant Eater originally for Carib Sea's booth, and Grant Eater made it. They made a deal. She got the tank. That happens a lot at these events. People don't want to take stuff home. They don't want to deal with it. A lot of that stuff is gifted out to people.
To be fair, Grant cut me an absolutely amazing deal for the tank. Everything in it. These shrimp and then 3 bags of shrimplets. So thank you to Grant for this. It's pretty awesome. But no, he had, what was it? What kind of stone is that? Elephant stone? Did he have?
No. He was using dragon stone.
Was it dragon stone? Well, it's in a box over there.
Yeah.
And I had sand with me because I brought
right. So the bottom below here is the samurai soil because it was a Carib Sea kind of display. The tank itself is done by cobalt as well. The filter in the back and the light, that's all cobalt. And then the plants, that's a mixture of stuff. We got a lot of plants. I'm going to show that all to you guys behind us here just in a second. But yeah, so you capped it with that mix that you do, and then the rocks. That's like your thing, your signature kind of mix that you like to do, kind of.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if I'm gonna be using the same amount of sand to fill a tank or cap it, regardless. So I like to mix a couple different kinds, and then I add in some little pebbles because it just, I don't know, it looks pretty. I'm a girl. I want to make it pretty. But somebody actually asked how I managed to fill the tanks in a hotel room. Can we actually go over here? No. And I'm going to turn on this.
I'm going to follow you around. And we're going to show you guys basically. She's hardcore about this, and she knows how to travel to get her fish. She doesn't like to fly, so. And when you're bringing a lot of fish, it's actually easier. If you live in the U.S., it's easier to travel to get these things. And it's cheaper, too, sometimes. And that's something like, for you to get these fish at auction from a competition is a lot easier for you to have them imported from.
Especially the domestic bettas.
Or from another country as a wild, right?
So yeah, first of all, the most important thing, Henrietta, my tree. She is a corn tree. She's beautiful. Thank you, Jay Wilson, for giving me the tree from the Fritz booth. She has a good home. But yes, FishTube, I think it was, asked how I managed to fill the tanks in a hotel room. Containers, buckets of water, those are gassing off and coming up to room temperature. That's do you want to bring it over and actually show them the fish? Because the fish are a lot cooler than I am, dude. That's the female. These are Betta Pelafina. from Andy Halos, who is a local breeder and a very, very good friend of mine. He is actually the gentleman who hooked me up with my very first pair of wild Bettas, which were Oppie Oppie. He is still in my phone as Oppie Oppie Andy. There
beautiful.
she is. I wish the male would come out, but there he is. There he is. Oh, hang on. There's the male.
Try not to move. Don't startle him. Oh, it looks so nice.
He's so pretty.
What are you doing, buddy?
She just wants
Keep in mind we're doing this in a hotel room.
Yeah, show them the pothos.
Oh.
Come
the
on.
pothos, it's everywhere. It's okay. It's everywhere.
No, I'm so
You're
proud.
so excited. The hotel's full of pothos and she's running around putting pieces of it in her pocket every time we leave the hotel.
If there's time at the end of this, I'm going to take the camera and go into the elevator so they can just see from the floor down, all the pothos.
Look at... Oh, okay. All right, so they're ran away from it. Okay, so you bring,
Stuffs.
That's pretty much a traveling kit. Everything you need. Not everything you need, but I asked you what you have for medication. You said sea salt. And that's it is. You have other stuff. You got Prime. Okay, so you
I
can
should have
explain.
brought methylene blue.
So let's get back to explaining how you're handling water and all that stuff.
I'm filling the buckets and letting the air gas off, and then I'm adding them to the tanks and adding Prime directly to it in the tank and not the bucket so I don't forget. And because Prime only binds heavy metals and ammonia for 24 to 30 hours, so I'm redosing. When I added the shrimp to the tank, I redosed because ammonia spike. When I water changed the fish, I added not just for the new ammonia and chloramines, but
what's that behind you?
What
that right there?
It's a conference table.
Doesn't look like a conference table.
This sounds so staged, but it's not. Yeah. So this is a pair of Betta gladiators. Do you want to bring it over and I'll open it and hope they don't jump out?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Where is she? There she is.
This could be dangerous. No jumping out.
Come here. Yes, come here. Good girl.
Oh, wait a minute.
They are extreme jumpers, so
yeah,
I'm very nervous. They've actually been testing the limits of these containers because they rattle when you tap them. You tell them the noises from...
You drive a van, Amber? Candy asks.
No, it's a Subaru Forester this time. Last time it was my Nissan Rogue. SUVs. Always SUVs because the $1 gallon sale. Yeah. And towels.
Are we... I'm just trying to make sure we're not missing anything. Okay, cool. All right.
Oh, you're so grumpy.
No, we're good. So you have the gladiators. You have a pair of those.
Yes, which I'm very, very excited for because this is my 12th pair. They are extremely aggressive, and thus far I've not had a female survive the courtship into spawning, but I'm hopeful. This is some of my plants and mosses and just, I don't know, stuff.
We got crypts in here.
I also went around
Dwarf
for the expo for a couple days and was making friends with vendors and looking at plants, and they just kind of handed me stuff. I don't know.
There's a couple. Is the hygrophila? That's some kind of a hygrophila. That's not mine, but that's not what I get.
No, this is my bucket.
Yeah, I know, but that is a hygrophila, I believe, there. And then there's some crypts.
The Taiwan lily's yours.
And you got some boosts in there, I think, and pearlweed everywhere. There's pearlweed was everywhere. Well, and then what was the stuff that Grant brought?
Baby tears.
The baby tears. Dwarf baby tears.
That's some of his stuff. There's buse. There's some floaters, and this is the Petco thing. Show them what you got it.
Oh, that's what I got from. That's what I got from Petco. It's just some mosses. I'm gonna put them in my paludarium.
They were growing on the filter.
I'm okay with that.
I know. Oh,
because it's going in a paludarium.
Tears. Remember you said that's everywhere.
Baby tears. Bam. And crypts and a whole bunch of maybe immersed, but partially.
More plants.
Yeah. So,
those are yours.
Stuff.
Yours. That one's mine. That one's yours.
Cool deal. What's up, Tampa Tom, Cicla 23?
Your cultures.
Kyle, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
My tissue cultures.
Yeah, tissue cultures and tissue cultures. And Tropica is kind of more immersed growing plants. And yeah.
Well, wait, there's
okay,
more.
so that's plants. Oh wait, let's put the lid on this stuff too here. See, everything's just. It's kind of like the setup to just let everything be monitored, but not. And there's definitely nobody. Neither of us have a problem. It's
These are some of the domestic bettas that I got. There's another roughly 20 that are being shipped to me.
How many betas do you have on the table? Not including. Well, you've got the two wild pairs.
Wilds?
Well, you've got the 2 wild pairs, so that's 4 betas. But what do you have?
I have 9 domestics.
9 domestics. Yeah,
and then another 20 are being shipped.
Okay.
And then I have another couple groups of wilds that are being shipped with those. But what I have here, this girl was first place for form and finish.
First place for
the
IBC competition.
If you look, she has nearly perfect everything as far as shape, fins go. Come here. I've named her Debbie because she's very grouchy looking. I feel like it suits her.
Very cool. She's beautiful.
And then this one was the female that...
Who is this real quick while I'm over here while I can see it? Because these are the only 2 I'm going to see like that, you know?
This is a half moon placat marble. He's a cute little boy. Yes. Oh, the face. The face. He's very cute. He's a startail.
Beautiful. Patricia says, wow, what a haul, Amber. This is Amber's stuff, so.
Exciting. So
what do you got in that one there?
This
with
one,
the tape on it, yeah.
This is actually pretty cool. She was the first place half moon female.
Ooh,
and then she took reserve best of show. Easy.
Oh, yeah, she's not into it because she's been hiding over there.
All right. I'm not going to.
Yeah, maybe we just leave her alone. But
I sunk her battleship.
Yeah, I sunk her battleship. Yeah.
Well, she's...
So she was what in the competition? I'm sorry.
She was the first place half moon female, and then all of the first place winners within their category get pulled aside, and then at the end of the show, they have what's called the reserve and best of. So she was the best female from the entire show as far as confirmation and what she should have been for her type. This is a fun one. This is a female that I was really excited about.
I'm trying not to jump in there too quick. I don't want to scare her.
This one's ballsy. This is a female that I was super excited about. Had a very prominent ovipositor. Was definitely a female. And within the last 2 days...
Wait, that's a female. There's a bubble
nest.
No,
it's not. It's not a female. Within the last 2 days, she's actually... Well, that's the thing. Domestic bettas... Any females under 18 months that have not been spawned can actually convert to male.
I don't think a lot of people know this.
Well, it's not that common with freshwater fish. It's a lot more common in saltwater from what I've gleaned, but no. That's a very, very common thing, actually.
Now? So explain it again. Just
within 2 days, she has turned from female to male because she's surrounded by mostly females. So her best bet to mate would be become a male. So she's actually... fully reabsorbed her ovipositor. Her eggs have been absorbed, so she no longer has female sex organs, and she's blown...
Look at that bubble nest.
He has blown a really nice bubble nest, I suppose now.
Kyle, thank you for the $10 super chat. It was really nice to see you at the expo, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, and to meet everybody else with that
Everyone
story.
at Glass Aquatics was amazing, and the girls...
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ever and Ember were so cute. Ember especially. That little girl, she needs to get on these bettas. I'm telling you. She's something else. But here's a little crown tail female. She's super cute. And the water's that color from the leaves, but I assume everyone knows that. The bubbles are from them blowing bubbles because that's what they do when they're surrounded by other bettas. That is a really...
Now, explain what happened with that one when we brought it back into the room. This is the one that was the eggs, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So this female, from being surrounded by other fish and especially males all weekend, she was in her cup that she came home in, or back to the hotel in, and sitting on the table, just getting, temperature acclimated to the room and whatnot, and... she starts dropping her eggs and eating them because she knows they're not fertilized, so it's free food. So this little girl was literally just making a circle around her cup. I wish we thought to film it. Dropping eggs and eating them as she went. She is gorgeous, and I'm really excited to spawn this one.
Sweet.
And then...
Well, thank you guys for all hanging out. I appreciate it. It's all 32. It looks like people chilling out in here. It's really cool.
Juvenile coin
Fish Room
mail.
Fever, welcome to the stream. Everybody, welcome. I'm gonna let Amber keep showing
This little
these.
dude's really
Haley,
jumpy.
how are you? Welcome to the stream.
So watch your shadow, but that
jumpy.
is that's an
Let me get it to
immature.
focus.
That's an immature koi plakat.
Koi plakat, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he's not gonna come out. He is not happy.
No,
But it looks like he finally ate his bloodworms.
There we go.
Yeah, we had to. That's why we were at PetSmart, was to buy bloodworms for the Bettas, because I didn't bring frozen bloodworms with me. That is a really, really cute American flag koi male. He has really nice form. He was the runner-up for the form and finnage in the males division. Oop.
There you go.
There he goes.
Underneath the leaf, hiding out. Yep.
This is a grizzled crown-tail male. He was the third runner-up in his division. I do tend to go for mostly the high-ranking fish, because if you're going to breed, you want to breed like very quality stock. Come here. Come here. Yes. Oh, yes, come here. Hello. There we are. Say hello to the people. I really like this one. He was a gift from Casey, who... Ooh, I want to get the Betta arch. One sec.
Aquafunk, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you in here. Cody's son, how are you? Rob Bull, what is up? So we're chilling out in a hotel room. We're still here in Newark because we just wanted to hang out, spend some time here for a little bit. It's just a nice thing to do. And then there's all these fish. We're just acclimating them and getting ready for the next step here. And she's taking these all back up to her fish room in Vermont.
These, I want to show off real quick. We're done by Prism Bettas. Casey, who is amazing. You can find all... These are photographs, by the way.
Right. It looks like a painting.
But it's not. This is Wild Betta and Bellis. They're in the Splendid complex. It's a fun picture. They're also known as the Crescent Moon Betta because of the tail. It makes a kind of red crescent moon shape. And then this one, because this one was just, look at it. Look at it. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'll get closer. Yeah, no, it's beautiful. But I see my reflection in it. There we go. We're good. That's perfect. That's beautiful.
She does amazing work.
Yeah, get that framed.
So, yep. Prism Bettas. No business card.
Oh, yeah. Go back to the light. There we go.
Highly recommend you look her up on Facebook.
I got it. There we go. Very cool. Yeah, really nice photography.
Yeah,
and just from a distance, when you're walking around the convention and you see it hanging up, it looks like a painting.
And then we weren't done with the Bettas. I just got excited.
Not done with the betas.
Oh no, we are. Then we have my guppies from you.
Oh right, these are local wild guppies, the Caribbean guppies.
Because remember, they're jumpy.
And
I'm gonna feed them actually.
I got a really interesting story with this one, real quick. So let me get myself on camera for a minute. So this is really interesting. You're about to feed them. Give me 1 second. So about a year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years ago, I was probably, like 6 months maybe into YouTube. I had done a couple of collecting videos with guppies and local wild guppies. And a gentleman that lives here in Newark, New Jersey, had sent me a letter, handwritten with ink, or pencil or whatever, anyways, handwritten. And he was talking about how when he was a kid in his childhood, he used to collect these guppies, and this reminded him of his youth. And it was really cool videos that I made, and he really appreciated it. And, all this time goes by, and I'm sitting here at this event, and this tall, West Indian gentleman comes up to me, and he asks me if I'm Joseph Harden, JH Aquatics, and I'm like, yes. And he's like, I'm the guy that wrote you that letter like a year and a half ago. And I was like, what? Really? So I had brought these local wild guppies from the islands. I brought them here for Amber because she wanted a group of them. She's going to keep them going, and then she's also going to work with some of them and bring them together. Oh, yeah, how's the chat doing over there while I'm rambling away? Because I don't think I have top chat on my OBS. Maybe I do. But, so I'm going to finish the story here real quick. So I've got these, I'm going to look at them from the top maybe. So these are local guppies. So he's there at the convention. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And I'm just like, I have some of those guppies up in the hotel room right now. Do you want some of them? And he was like, yeah, that would be cool. He's like, how much do you want for them? I'm like, no. You can have. I'll give you a group of them. And he was like, yeah. So me and Amber ran up here. She was really awesome. She helped me. She bagged them up real quick.
Because I brought bags.
I wanted her to pick them out because these were for her. So she, kept some for herself, and these are the ones she kept. But we gave him a group of them, and it was just really cool to hook him up, because he grew up as a kid. He's from the Virgin Islands, born and raised in the Virgin Islands. And, he lives here, and now he's going to have a piece of home in a fish tank. He's got, he said, how many tanks did he say he had? He said 5 or 6 tanks. 8 tanks? Yeah. He had, more than a few tanks at home. And so I knew he would be able to, take care of these. I thought I'd just, hook him up with a piece of, his home, where he's from. It was really cool how it all came to fruition. And I really didn't get a lot of that on film because we were running, we were hustling. These events get to be pretty intense. Sometimes, time melts away really quickly when you're having fun, when you're geeking out doing fish nerd stuff.
Holy cow. Candy, thank you for linking Praise and Betta's Facebook.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
She is ridiculously amazing. How does she do that? She's magic.
So,
Candy magic.
Let's check out the chat for a minute. Is there anything else you want?
Well, why don't we sit over here where there's actual lighting?
Well, yeah, we put the lid back on so they don't jump out. What's up?
Why don't we sit over here where there's light?
And put the camera up on this thing?
Whatever you want to do. Could put it on top of the guppies.
Okay. So, let's see what's going on in the chat. I'm going to go ahead. Well, I want to change it this way. So we'll go over this way. Yeah, this is better because I like to have all this in the background.
You're...
Move it back a little. Move your chair back that way a little bit.
Yes, sir.
That's where we're at. Yeah, because I like to have the tent. Oh, but I can't see the chat. You're the only one with the chat. That's why I was at you watching the chat.
Oh, I'm short in this.
We're moving around, and I'm not going to even find myself on camera. I can't even see myself.
You're probably going to want to come over here because it's probably just me at this point.
Yep.
I do sell the bettas that I breed.
Back over there. Just go back over there. I'm going to move it over there.
Yeah.
Back on the couch. Yeah, it's so much better over there. It's easier that way.
All right. It's just moving. Musical chairs. Alrighty, so, let's see. How can you do jobs? Dr. Black, you know you love us. But yes, FishTube, I do sell my bettas. I, as of right now, don't have a site up because my wait lists are usually pretty big. But if you want to email me at bigcitybettas.com, or no, bigcitybettas@gmail.com. You're just like
I'm doing what I need to do. I'm trying
production mode.
I'm trying to keep it straight. There we go. We're good.
Fantastic.
Where's my coffee? I'm gonna get my tea.
Your coffee is brewing. Good Lord. So yes, Joseph did get stuff. He got plants. He is taking plants back. He has 2 tubs.
Unless you give me any a female beta.
Aw, Kyle, thank you. I thought you were absolutely wonderful and super fun to come and hide with when I wanted to just get away from people.
Right?
I appreciate that. And Big Mike, he was excellent too. Kyle wants to know, will we see you in the States before Aquashella Dallas?
I'm not sure. You have to win the lottery for that to happen. I think so. Let's see here. Now I'm out of breath here running around really quick just to put everything back together over here. Let's see. Dwight's Fish Room. Just seeing you in here. Wasn't trying to ignore you. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Jay, how are you? So no, I'll probably, I don't know, we'll see. Before Aquashella Dallas, I'm not sure about that. I would like to say yes. There's so many things that I'm invited to, so many different things, but it's all about being able to, have it paid for. I'm trying to do some more things. I'd like to do some things with kids. I keep talking about it with youth, just to seeing like all the kids, how passionate they are about fish keeping at these events. It's nice to see that, but I think we still need more of it. Because when I see things going on with some of these different clubs and organizations, there's a lot of really educated older people involved in these clubs, and that's awesome. But I feel like we need to reach out to the youth so that we can keep, there needs to be a next generation of hobbyists. So I look forward to doing some stuff with young people. So if I do anything else between those things, if it's not collecting fish or doing something in regards to like something else, I'd like to be doing some stuff with just like educating, like animal educating and stuff like that. And you have experience doing some of that stuff as well.
Yeah, I'm a certified reptile educator. I did 3 years in New York at Social Teas. I worked primarily with varanids and colubrids, which are varanids are the monitor family, colubrids are a family of snakes, but
Tampa Tom has an interesting question, sorry.
If
you could breed one or the other, shrimp or guppies, only. If you had to pick one.
He was asking you that.
Oh, I'm curious what you would say, but...
You want to buy yourself time to think.
Guppies, honestly, because you can play with them more. I don't know, guppies. Wild guppies, if I have an option. If I get that's an option. Wild guppies. Yep.
If I could only breed
I don't know. I guess.
one, I'm going to answer that in an interesting way.
Breed?
Oh, keep.
Keep.
Oops.
Just keep. But, see, that's the problem. Is I think for, like, you and for me, I'm into breeding. He's up top.
Speaking of
she's
breeding.
Down at the bottom. I know. Speaking of breeding, as we turn over here to the tank, we just got the camera set up, just waiting, just if I can sneak over and hit the record button. But I'm almost afraid to do that because you'd rather them spawn than turn the camera on and ruin it, right? I mean, it's what's more important.
I want to say one thing. It's tricky because they know you're there, they know you're watching, so you need to be a certain amount back. To film, you need to keep checking the focus and all that. And even you said, because when they first started spawning, we were filming it. And he even said, I'm having a hard time because I should be looking through the viewfinder to keep them in frame, but I want to be watching it in person because they have color. Oh, now do you get what I meant about the color changes and flashes?
Yeah, both the male and the female start to do color changes, but the male obviously is more dark. He's more dark.
It's extraordinary because
the stripes.
They go from being the exact same color and looking like the same fish to the male getting these metallic teal, like the scales already there. They have armored scales along their oviperculums or gill covers because the males spar pretty heavily when they want to. But the color changes, sorry, I'm very distracted by them. I need to look away.
I know, she's over here watching them.
The color changes, they go from beige to the males having this black banding around the face. He gets incredibly dark. He'll get like red on the body. The fins get blue. He gets these teal iridescent like flashes along the rays. It's insane. And then the breeding bars. I mean, when we came in from dinner and interrupted them spawning, how would you describe the colors?
Well, no, it's vibrant. I'm waiting for it. I think he's going to color up a lot more, that they're really not really into it, right? I mean, it's going to get...
Not right now, but when we came in from dinner.
Oh, yeah, I know. He was much darker. It was happening because he was kind of already... You could tell that they were wrapped because he was curled. And when we slowly came up to the tank, she went away and he stayed in the same exact spot, like they do, like they're dead. And he didn't move and he was half curled and all his colors were up. And he just stayed there for maybe 15 seconds in that position, curled up half moon, and just not almost sinking. And then and then he pulled himself together and kind of came out.
And looked guilty, and then swam.
Yeah, and I was like, man, we shouldn't even left the house. We should. I say the house. We've been here for more than a few days, but we shouldn't have left the hotel room.
To be fair, it's the size of a small apartment, and I've nested so hard with plants and tanks that it really does feel like an apartment, which is nice. Shout out to the embassy.
808 or tanks or Jay. He says, man, I need new shell dwellers in my life. I have to say that can't wait. I really do want to do a Shelly tank, but I was really sold on something that Jason from Primetime Aquatics has done in his fish room, which is really nice low buoy tank. That's like I would do like a 33 long, maybe would be a good example of something like that. And then just a nice enough dither in the tank so that you can have a nice
good night, Maria.
Oh, Maria's out of here. Have a good night, Maria. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate checking it out. We're having some fun.
Oh, your dad is also going to bed.
Dad, all right. We're getting there. I got a few more minutes. We're going to wrap it up here in about 8 minutes, but I don't like to talk about that very much until the very end. But
I still want to take them to see the pothos so they understand. It's not like I'm taking something.
Do we want to go out? Real quick, we're going to go outside here. Yeah, well, we got 8 minutes. We'll go in there and we'll come right back. But to explain why she can't help herself, but we got to be quiet about it in the stairwell a little bit. We're out here, but just want to show you the hotel real quick and show you why she's having a little bit of a problem with pothos.
It's beautiful. It's not a problem at all.
It's not a problem. Not for you, it's not a problem. Okay, let's go. We're running because we have 8 minutes real quick. We're going to go outside.
We got to be quiet.
So there's pothos in the hotel, but it's like right here, it's there, it's all around the whole hotel, every floor, everywhere. They could have just had plastic plants, but that's pretty awesome if they're real. Wait. It's all just as dark, honestly, with the camera. We gotta go back inside. Now we're being goofy. To prove your innocence. Hey, Amber. Okay. There's something wrong.
No, look at it. Look at this. It's beautiful. Don't you tell me.
Okay, we have 6 minutes to chill out here for a minute. I don't know if there's anybody else streaming after this. Probably not. We're about to hit midnight. It's really awesome that everybody's hanging out. It looks like I'm catching all the chat here. I blame all of this on Amber. This is all Amber's doing.
Do you see? No, it's so. Look at that nice fresh growth, Candy. Come on, you would too. I have a lot of tanks and a lot of jars. I have so many jars.
Well, you like to put those in your Betta jars, right?
Mm-hmm. I put them in everything.
So you kind of even scape your jars like with the sand.
Yes.
Kind of sand mix
I like to cycle everything. It's not a problem. There's no intervention needed.
I don't know. I might have to agree with you on that one about the intervention there. But I kind of don't know if I want to stand in the way. I don't want to stand between her and her pothos or her betta fish at this point. Kind of just I have not done much around here. I've pretty much just stepped back and I've been watching and trying to stay out of her way. She's got a method to her madness, that's for sure. D from down the wormhole, how are you?
Yes, I'm actually rather glad that your father left the stream and didn't
I know. I think he saw that.
See the live
I think he saw that.
Snitching.
No, I think he saw that. Yeah, you're gonna get Candy don't get Candy in trouble.
What?
All right.
For what?
So all this stuff. So kind of explain really quickly in the last couple minutes here how are you going to handle getting this stuff out of here and getting it home? Kenny was making a joke that you have a van. You don't have a van, but you have more of like a station wagon, kind of, right? What is it? What do you call that?
It's an SUV.
We'll call it an SUV. It looks like a station wagon.
It's a Forester.
A Forester. I don't know. I'm an island boy. So anyways, so you explain how you're going to kind of the process.
Well, the plants and the fish are going to be bagged. The tanks are going to get drained to substrate level and put on a trolley. The whole reason I use totes is because unlike tanks, they're stackable. The tank was because there was a $1 sale going on, and we thought there might be like the need for it for something, and it turns out there was, as well as substrate. I brought everything to escape a 10 I don't know. I have a giant piece of mapani that I brought with me. I don't know why I do this. I'm bringing home a tree.
But basically, everything's gonna get bagged up. All these totes will get put up, stacked up, dried out. And this will all be like it was when you bought them. Basically,
and all the fish will go into the foam container that the supplies are in right now. The supplies are gonna go.
What's this foam container here that
it's gonna get thrown. The supplies are gonna go into one of the bigger totes, and then I'm probably gonna strap Henriette into the passenger seat and hope I don't get pulled over.
She had a plan. She had a plan before she knew what she was doing. She knew why she got a. She knew what. Yeah, there's a reason why there's a conference room in here. I think
it was your desk.
It was originally. It was my desk for the laptop. Now I'm using a chair as my desk for everything. Anyways, I would bring the camera over there to show you guys these wild betta fish, but they're not even really. They're hiding out in the back right now. But hopefully something will happen with them. I'm pretty sure it will within the next couple of days.
It's not gonna be a couple of days. It's gonna be.
And they'll be
by
mouth
tomorrow.
brooders. So the male will hold the eggs in his mouth while you travel back to Vermont.
Yeah, my plan with that, because they are mouth brooders and it's 14 to 22 days for the gestation period. So they hold for a fairly long time. I'm going to take all the plants, I think, all my plants, and put them into one tote and just not even heavily planted, just pack it with plants and put him in there, and he'll just feel like he's nooked out in a little thicket. Also, the digital thermometer, I will, as I drive, every couple hours, stop and test the temperature and adjust with, my other car is the one with the seat warmer, so this one I'm just going to have the air, but that's fine because they'll be in foam.
Very cool. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. It's nice. It's nice to have a chance to hang out with everybody. There's been a lot going on, and there's definitely been a lot of stuff filmed. There's content there to be created. Even Aquashella. I'm not even trying to beat everyone else. It's like everybody runs home or even goes back to the hotel room and trying to edit something.
You're distracted.
And putting it up, but I've been completely distracted by. Well, but by fish keeping, it's really kind of and doing that stuff. So it's even you walk through the event and it's kind of hard if you're really geeking out. It's kind of sometimes it's a little hard to focus on okay, I've got to film because I've been busy talking for 2 hours about this guy about different rare moss species or something, right? So, anyways. It's pretty, it's fun stuff. I'm glad I get the opportunity. I'm grateful for having the opportunity to go to some of these events, and it's really nice to get to hang out with Amber as well. And look forward to doing this kind of stuff more with you guys. And if you guys want to see all this stuff that's going on with these tanks, with these fishes here, definitely keep up with Amber's channel, because when she does make videos, they're really awesome. And she does have a channel, Big City Bettas, here on YouTube. You have to check it out. Subscribe to that. Hit that bell icon for that, so you can see her stuff, because it's really educational. She's full of knowledge. I'm trying to push her along with some other people to get some more content going on. And,
there's some projects in the works that
and
are
really, if you guys want to
drag
support,
it out of me,
right? If you guys want to support, there's ways to support. Never mind. We'll get into that later, but never mind. I was going to talk about other stuff, but I shouldn't even get there. Anyways, we've hit midnight. It's time to get out of here. Can we end the stream on Edgar, because come on, Edgar? All right. He's out and about before he runs away. Let's get him on camera. No, Edgar. He's up here. Amber likes to name everything. Look at him. He's just up there at the big top, and emotional. Edgar in the middle, right there. Look at him. Thank you, Candy, for posting the link to Amber's channel.
Yeah, Candy,
Thank
thank
you.
you for just being awesome and posting the links to everything. There it goes. Yeah, Edgar.
But he just likes to hang out at the top. Like, he's kind of stressed about something, but the rest of them are okay. So we just figure he's kind of has some issues. He'll be okay.
He's emotional. He's Edgar.
Yeah. Alrighty. Say goodbye.
Bye. Thank you guys for joining us and not judging me. And don't tell the hotel what I've done with their plants.
Right.
It's for the betterment of the plant.
Right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate y'all just hanging out with me and geek out with some fish. So you guys have a wonderful evening. I will get some content out there for you guys. But remember, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.